Yeah. Y'all know what it is. It's TK the Poet with the beautifully Nana. We live.
Hey, guys.
Hey, so you know what it is. It's 7:30 Dallas, Texas time. But I gotta hit you with the intro. Here we go. Oh. Yeah. We live in effect on a beautiful Friday. And I know it's Friday and I know y'all want to get out. So, I'm not gonna hold you. Not too long, but we here. Shout out to everybody that's joining. Y'all know what time it is. We giving the poets 2 weeks to the final round. We gonna see who's gonna be the last man or woman standing. Beautiful Nana, what is your thoughts? Since we wasn't here to be blessed by your beauty last time.
I don't think it had anything to do with me.
Mm.
I definitely think that it was a good discussion. I was on the live, even though I was not physically here with you guys. But I mean, for the most part, I wasn't here Sunday either.
Mm-hmm.
I've been gone 2 days. Man,
Mm-hmm.
life been lifing. Um, but the guys, everybody did great. I mean, I think my scores reflected. Um, how I felt about how the poets did. I think they did awesome. Of course, my guy of as always, Finn the Human,
Yeah.
showed his ass, hands down. I mean, I have to just give it to him. I couldn't give him a straight 25 across the board
Mm-hmm.
due to I mean, performance was performance to me. So I could not totally give you a 5. And I'm just gonna be real. But you always great in what it is. I think I only took off 2 points. I think he was a 23.
Yes.
So I mean, for that, I mean, you're still good, my guy. I thought it was hilarious than a motherfucker, especially your little hit on me, beautifully not. You knew not to come for my ass, didn't you? You knew it, because I don't give a damn. But I like how you did my little play and with the little makeup thing. You hit me a couple times. You hit all of us.
Mhm.
I thought it was hilarious, and everybody that you threw in there, very lyrically sound. As you know, one of the other judges always gives you Tiffany. She always says that your lyrical ability is great. And without that, with hands down, it definitely was. Down my
Most
girl.
definitely.
Huh?
Most definitely.
Oh yeah, down my girl. Oh man, funny again,
Mm.
hilarious. I thought it was. I related. I was there.
Mhm.
Um, I wasn't expecting some of the stuff that you said, but it was definitely funny. It was very witty, original. I'm not sure what I gave you across the board. Still, y'all both was up there in his game, but I enjoyed it. Well, Miss Exclusive, I
Yeah.
enjoyed it as well. I enjoyed the poem. I'm I did not enjoy the video. I'm just gonna be. I don't give a damn
Mhm.
what y'all say. I didn't enjoy it. I'm sorry.
Mhm.
No offense. I got where the play was trying to be. I got the conversation. Um, I'm a girl that don't have very many girlfriends, so I mean, we don't cackle like that. Nor do my homegirls hype me up. It was a little overdone. It was like the lady
Mhm.
that's or the person that's in the comic show that is way too loud over the comic, and you just like shut the hell up so I can get it. And that's kind of what was going on. She was way too loud for me. I get it that she wants to encourage you, but it took away from your video for me because I couldn't hear on some of the things because it was a bit much. But still, love as always. I love you in everything that you do. I just it could have toned it down a little bit, but everybody did great. Everybody did wonderful. I definitely enjoyed it. Shouts out to them. I can't. What was the topic for
Well, Eric Curry, he came up with what happens in Vegas stays in Vegas.
that damn Reverend Deacon? Reverend Deacon Eric. Oh, I also wanted to shout out to him if he's not coming on tonight, but I saw he's acknowledging that Reverend Deacon status I'm giving him. I don't know what church he's passing there, but we all need to come ahead and get a little word from him because he always got some good to
Most
bestow upon
definitely.
us.
Most definitely.
But yeah, I mean, I could definitely follow his cue on the live last week. You have to respect the judges and how they feel. I heard somebody Teddy P was like we wasn't rating him or not being strong and stern enough. But again, we're all sitting up here in our own brand, in our own self, and you have to depict how you want to be. I don't feel like, again, like Eric said, I got to drag you on live or I have to say something that's less demeaning, because at the end of the day, nobody's perfect and we're all working on our craft. So words of encouragement, lifting people up, or suggestions work very well, and people respond instead of the negativity. So I don't think necessarily going in or bashing somebody on live is going to get it. Our words and what we have to say. I mean, even our judges, our poets are great about, if they didn't understand something, they don't have no problem with coming in no inbox. Or asking, or coming on the group page and asking for clarification or giving their own opinion. So I can honestly say in this group of people, poets, judges, and everybody is very respectful, and everybody respects everybody in their right. And that's the only thing that you can do, because that's why God made the world the way it is.
But you know what, on Exclusive, on her poem, and she said that was in one shot. They took that in one take. So she said she wanted the girl to have a natural reaction. But
was that natural?
Look, but you know what? She was trying to get her 15 minutes of fame. She said, "Look, let me go ahead and laugh and throw my name out."
I mean, I'm like Eric too. Like at one point at the beginning of it, I was like, okay, she's a little hilarious. But then it kind of, again, it was obnoxious. It was like that one person in the movie theater that's extremely loud or over calculating, and it just took away from me actually hearing your deliverance on some of the things, because the laughing was a bit excessive on some parts. So again, I'm not taking from anybody the art of it, the ideal of it. I gave you originality because it was original. I didn't take away from that, but I did. It took away from me actually hearing you performing, just like we took away from the last week where some of the music was too loud. We took away from that. So that's all within the same thing, but it was a great idea. It was a great skit. Shout out for the one take. I mean, it was great for one take.
We ain't talking about what's the name? What's that white boy? Skip Bayless one take. Oh, that's a whole different show.
Baby,
that's Undisputed. My fault.
For real.
I'm giving the shout outs to the wrong people.
Look, I mean, I knew that the little man was on the whole nother show. Ain't it first take?
First take it was Stephen A.
Oh, okay. See, I'm on you wrong.
They switch shows and stuff.
Look, I'm on you now.
But I got a question for you. So this is going to be the final round next week. Next week is the final round. They all have to come with 3 fire poems. The second poem is a topic poem. What happens in Vegas stays in Vegas. What are you expecting to see? Are you expecting to see like them at their best going at it? Like it's going to be a hard, or do you feel like it's going to be a landslide or something?
Honestly, I mean, just if we take back and start at the beginning of this competition, Exclusive led the round, the first 2 rounds. Then came Don. Like, honestly, this competition being my first, and I just can't say, it has truly not gone the way anybody thought it was going to go.
At all.
We've lost some points, some came back. It was just, it has not gone. So honestly, Finn stated that he was going to come back and hit us with some shit. And when I say, when he comes back with his shit, when he gets mad at us, that's some of his best work. Right. So I can't really say, because this one was like a hitter. So when I say Finn set himself up for something real high, like I expect, like I don't know how he gonna top that, because he really set the bar real high for everybody.
Right, but like last year, and I know last year ain't this year, but when he went through it last year, he had the top poem in 6 rounds.
Well,
and this time, I don't know that he's playing like, okay, I know wow I can stand, so I'm just do the bare minimum. When
you think he's playing safe?
End, yeah.
I don't think.
When it gets close to the end, he gonna just. I don't know.
I mean, but if he is, that's a damn good strategy. Because at the end of the day, you can't play it safe, get to the end, and then bust their heads. Why put out all your great material and save it for what it is? I mean, if that's being said, he's been a little cocky, but he's showing for it. I mean, if you really want something, you'll work for it. And I honestly see him coming back. He kicking some teeth with some of these comments, whether you want to believe it or not. Don even came back and knocked it out, which I'm just saying, like, it is very unpredictable. You never know which way this is going to go. So I can't put my finger on it, because all 3 of them are here for a reason. Like, they made top 3 for a reason. And even one of them they have been dominating the rounds, coming close, neck and neck with each other. So they have all three been battling it out. So with this being said, I don't know what to expect. I'm excited,
Right.
but I don't know what to expect though.
And,
Honestly,
and like I said the last time, like if I had to pick a winner or who I think is going to be, champion of Porch Life this year, I would say Phineas. He could take it because it's lyrical and how he set things up, and
but
and he knows how to win because he won it before. Then also I can say the Don because the last two rounds been performance rounds,
and she been
and
killing it.
from now on it's all performance. So she been really kicking it, and let me get to the last one exclusive. Oh, hold up. You speak her name and she will come.
Hello, hello, hello.
I don't
speak
get
her
I don't
name
get a
and she will come.
countdown.
I know he's no good.
How you doing, Miss Nana? Because
I love.
I love you. I don't get a
Thank you.
countdown. I don't get a. Are you ready?
You know how he is.
Hey, you gotta get ready for stage.
He ain't shit. He could have he just threw you out there. It's okay though.
I could have had a bonnet on.
Well, we glad that you didn't grace us with a bonnet today, so he didn't catch you off that guard. It's
Almost.
okay. It's okay. Me too. I almost did too. Don't feel bad.
love
You got
these
your wine
pictures.
today? You got your wine?
Ah,
No, I got it for you, just in case.
I ain't got no wine today. I'm loving these pictures. I can't wait to see the rest of them.
Oh, he's still editing it in the work, but thank you. Shout out to TK. He's hidden talent. He don't let nobody see, but he did great. He did.
Yeah, but you know what? What I didn't like, she came and snuck in and took a couple of pictures.
But
And
damn it,
I'm like, why
look,
would you do that?
I'm not summertime ready. Somebody, okay.
Look.
Just a joke. But how's your Friday going? What's one thing that's good that done happened to you this Friday?
This Friday, let's see. I'm trying to think. I booked my ticket to come home
Let's go.
because I love it here, but I'm spent. Grandkids
like
can wore
home.
me out. The bonus grandkids and nieces and nephews can wore me out. It's like I went from a party to a party in just two different places. So I did overate, gained weight. I'm ready to go back home.
I get it. But hey, the memories are always great. Glad you had
Absolutely.
that moment in that time. So that's a blessing.
Absolutely. I've had the opportunity to kind of sit right, just to get to share with family here who didn't even know I had kind of tapped into this side of the planet. So that's also been fun just to get different feedback, share different stories, laugh, and be inspired for the next thing.
That's great.
Most definitely.
So how are you feeling about this next round?
I have no idea because I still am not honed in on what everybody's looking for. I can say that I have been taking in memorization. So I absolutely want to get into that this time. As far as memorizing better, I did pretty good with the last one, but just kind of doing something a little different, and then figuring out a theme for the performance parts. To me, I want to have a Hollywood production, but my mind is only trained to do iPhone or TikTok things. So I have to figure out how to make a mountain out of a molehill. And yeah. So
Well,
I'm
you
a
were there
little
with them
nervous.
grandkids. You should have got them grandkids to help you. Them the best ones with these phones.
Baby, they all under 6.
Oh, okay. Well, I tried.
The only
I
way
tried.
they're going to help me is by going upstairs and leaving me alone so I
Hey,
can
there you
have the
go. I get
quiet
it.
to do what I need to do.
I got one, so I understand that. Yeah, so I get it.
So I got a question for you. Do you have all three poems done already, or are you still in the works?
I actually have, okay, so I have all 3 done. Or excuse me, I have 2 done and one that I want to remix. And I haven't settled on whether or not I want to keep that remixed one or completely do something different.
Because look, I don't know if I said this in the last live, but you don't have to write a new poem. It's a freestyle poem is whatever poem that you choose that you have in your archive. And if you do want to write a new one, you can. But I just want each one bring their 3 best poems. That's why
I
I only
wanted
had one
something
topic
old,
round.
something new, and something borrowed.
There
That's
you
literally
go.
how I thought
There
that
you
Talk
should
to
go.
be.
her.
I wanted something old, something new, something borrowed,
Okay.
but not duplicated. Borrowed,
Right.
but not duplicated.
Okay.
So,
Right.
even if I give you something that you've heard before, I still want it to be a remix of what you've heard before. Like, how many times have we heard uh what anything, but once a fire MC gets on the beat, it changes the
Mm.
whole song. You know what I mean?
Right. Right.
You can have Shakira sing all day, but once Beyonce drop on the track, it's a whole
Mm.
nother song, and that's what I want to do. I want to Beyonce my old
Mm.
so or whatever. So I definitely want to give it all I have. Like
Mm.
I said, no matter where I land, it won't be from lack of trying.
There you
So
go.
Okay.
I can't say I just threw something out there and I could have done better.
Hey man, anything that y'all put out is always going to be your best work to me. Whether it's old, it's new, it's revamped, it's still is hitting somebody that's never heard it before. So that's all that matters, and you're gracing new people. So I'm
Yeah.
excited. And it's always you always dropping something fire. Every time you say, "Oh, I don't know," and you always come out here and kill it.
Right.
So like,
Right.
we don't want to hear that no more. At this point, we know you about like fitness. Y'all always say, "Oh, we don't know," and it be some of y'all best work.
Mhm.
So I'm definitely excited. I
No
am.
pressure. Well, for me, I've only heard my own work in all fairness until now.
Mm.
So I only have me to judge me by. I
Right.
haven't had
Right.
the opportunity, or Maya Angelou, or somebody I've read. So this is the
Yeah.
first time I've been in the company of other people with different flavors, different
Right.
blah blah Shangri-La and sprinkles. So for me,
Mm-hmm.
I'm always doubtful because I am my competition.
Mm.
Everybody else I enjoy, but I'm only competing against myself from last
Right.
week.
Mm.
Right. Right.
So for me, yeah, I'm always like, I don't know. To me, it hits home, but how's it gonna make everybody else feel? And that's the
Mm.
part that makes me nervous.
Hey,
Mm.
but look, your intuition and that heart feel has to be working for you, my girl, because
Mm.
Yes, ma'am.
you have been leading it. You got some fans, so
Oh, look,
trust your feelings. So it has to be working.
because you touching
Yes,
somebody
ma'am.
out here.
Yeah,
You
exactly.
touching somebody out here.
I
You got
watched.
members supporting you.
I saw half of the live from the other day with the Teddy guy. Shout out to
Mm-hmm.
him if he's watching. Thank you. He
Yeah.
made me feel
Teddy
like a
B.
local celebrity. He really did. I
Hey.
need to bump into him at the mall so I can feel like I grew 6 feet. Like, hey, I'll sign something for you. I don't know,
Look.
but no. Shout out to him. I appreciate it.
Right.
All the positive feedback and
Mhm.
just all of that. I appreciate the fact of him saying that the From Mother poem resonated with him, although he is a male, because again, I kind of thought to myself, I didn't want this to gravitate more towards the female audience and
Right.
not hit home for the male audience. So I'm glad
Right.
that he actually spoke on that one in particular, because
Mhm.
I was kind of shying away from say presenting it where maybe there's a more male dominant crowd or group. But to know that it resonates equally between both sexes is dope.
Yeah,
Right.
very.
Right.
Pat yourself on the
Hey,
back.
relatability. When you can relate to
Relatability.
everybody, that's what it's about. Relatability. It's about who you can relate to, who you can capture at that moment, and who can gravitate to you. And you have people gravitating to you. And like I was saying, like before I was going through who I that could win the champion Portrait Life, I told Phineas he could win it with his wordplay, his his delivery and stuff like that. Adon, her performance crazy, and she put all that energy in it. Then exclusive, you come with that feel, like, and one thing I can say, once you come with that feel, the feel different. That was the double entendre. When you come with the feel different.
The
Hey,
feel different.
look, I'm trying to tell you. Hey, I'm telling you, like, and that was catching a lot of people is that personal connection. When
Mhm.
you speaking to someone and you speaking to their soul, they feel that a little bit more.
Mhm.
And like I said, everybody had different styles. And the thing is about this competition is, can I make these judges feel me?
Mhm.
Can I touch their soul just Let me touch your show one time. But so, what is your nerves level on 1 to 99?
My nervous level.
Yeah.
And we, first of all, are we even going to touch the fact that Eric tried to call me out for a one-on-one? My nervous level is
Yes, in
at
July.
1,000. Are you dead serious? It's at 1,000. Like, I've already been called out into the middle of the street for a knife fight, and I haven't even gotten to the end of this.
Look.
Well, I missed that.
Oh, Eric said, he want a 1v1.
Oh, he called exclusive.
And he called
And
exclusive.
just know, Nana, that I did not volunteer my services.
Hey, but it's so,
again,
hey,
now.
look, God never volunteers an ass whooping for folks, but you gotta teach him a lesson. So go ahead and give him a little bit on it. That's all that is.
Well,
He just need a little bit.
He
That's
sent
all.
for me, so
He
pull up.
did. He did. So now you gotta show him why he sent for you. That's
That
it.
part. I said, wait a minute, there's nobody else. Like and I came literally, mama. I came like what, the last 10, 15 minutes
See,
of the live.
that's that energy. That's that energy you bring. That's what that
Popped
is.
in last 15 minutes. Said, oh, I'm so sorry, I'm late. And I went from, oh, I'm so sorry, I know this about to shut down, to somehow being called out for a street fight. Like, wait, what?
Not a street fight. She said I wasn't ready, but guess all right. You ready? You ready to come for the smoke?
Baby, you don't want to talk. You don't want to battle nobody. What happened to Finn?
And that's that.
Oh, here he go. You speak his name.
Look at that.
He
Hey,
will
Finn,
come.
look, if I call you, you will come. Hey,
This is what happens. What's going on?
Hey,
Finn,
what's
Finn.
going on?
Hey, you want to take my place in this one-on-one with Deacon Curry or no way?
I've been beat up enough this competition. Y'all been beating me up.
Oh,
I'm trying
is
to
that
get
how
on
you
your
really
level.
feel? Finn,
No,
do
man,
you
it's been
really
fun.
feel like you've been beat up?
No, I'm having fun. I'm having
Nah,
fun,
I know
and,
you
and I
do.
think the critiques I'm giving are just critiques because, like I said, I've been a judge before, I've been a contestant before, so I
That's
know
what's up.
how hard it is being on both sides, and so
Mhm.
I'm just trying to make it the best possible tournament for everybody, and make it the NBA of poetry. You know what I'm saying, TK?
Man, I like that. Hey, we need to start with the hashtag. Poetry Life is the NBA.
Hey man,
Period.
y'all
March
have did
Madness.
good.
Look.
My boy Finn, your poem was the bomb. I don't even know if they still say that, but the shit was good last week. I gotta tell you. I think it should have been 25 across the board from everybody.
Right.
For me, but because you did great, everybody did great, but for you to hit everybody in that joint, you gotta be, your lyrical ability is phenomenal. So salute to you, my boy.
Real talk.
Appreciate
Real talk.
it. It was a lot of fun to do. I tried to keep it nice and fun and classy and everything, and it was just fun to actually look back and go. And I had to go back and rewatch a lot of the lives to make sure what I said in my poem was actually accurate and stuff like that. So
It pretty much was. I mean,
Yeah.
for me, I caught it all when I because I wasn't even like playing the video. He was playing it and I heard it and I'm like, I was like, oh, he digging. But I look, when I say my best line was about me, I like it, my boy.
Yeah.
It was great. Like, you did great. You did real good. I knew everybody you were talking about. It was accurate. It was on the money. It was really good. It was fun and it was an enjoyment to hear because I heard it before I even watched you, and it was cool. I ain't gonna lie. Oh, wait a minute. Our girl in here, the Dawn is in the building.
We're gonna pull up the Don, the Don.
Hey.
Hold on, we had to give her proper introduction here.
Period.
She is not just the Don. She is the top poet of the last round, 2 rounds in a row. We call her the Don. She is here.
Yes. Hey, my girl, how you doing today?
Good, man. Today's a good day.
It is.
How are y'all doing?
Man.
We here,
blessed.
baby.
There
Yeah.
you go.
Mhm.
I
Man,
like seeing everybody on this live.
look, this is the first time that we have all 3 poets that's going into the final round since the last round on here.
Yeah.
This is your competition.
That's how
I mean, how do y'all feel
Mm.
about being the last 3?
Yes.
We started out with 10. The way the competition went, we lost some people, no submissions. Like, how do y'all feel to be like the last 3 with everything, even life? Like, I'm gonna shout out y'all because doing this through everyday life and to get y'all stuff in, to write, to memorize, like that's a lot. So how are y'all feeling to even be still standing?
It's pressure. It's pressure. You do feel the journey. You feel from beginning to end. Like, we actually went through some stuff. You actually go back and look at the whole competition. We all went through some stuff, and we like all have our own individual challenges that we're all trying to correct and tweak and things like that. So I think we're feeling the evolution of everying.
Mm-hmm.
Great
Mhm.
word.
That's
Great
sad.
word.
The Finn, how you feel about it?
Yeah, like I said, I'm having fun, man. I enjoy the process. So anytime that I get into a good writing space is a good time for me. So kind of being forced into it. Y'all putting the pressure on me to sit down and write, which I appreciate. So
Look, I mean,
sometimes I take that time for granted. So
Look, but you writing at a God tier level. I'm not gonna hold
Lord.
you. The
My
last
boy,
poem was God tier.
God tier level.
No, we're not
Always.
gonna do that. But
Yeah, we are.
he said, "Yeah, we are."
So Don, what have you been working on? Are you ready? Have you wrote your things or the original?
Oh yeah, so I want to do 2 original ones. But I'm still kind of debating on the one that I already have written and things like that. So that's a lot still going on in my mind. Y'all really put us through like a real challenge on this one, trying to figure out exactly what 3 poems is gonna hit and make everybody feel something.
Okay, the Finn. Look, you coming out your bag. You doing some of your greatest writing. What is your plan on this?
I'm gonna write when I get the chance to write. So I'm gonna write them all when I get the chance to. They're all gonna be new. I'm gonna let y'all know right now. I ain't never been to Vegas. I ain't never even been to Nevada. So what happens in Vegas stays in Vegas. I'm gonna let you know the English definition of Las Vegas is the Meadows. So if you hear me talking about the Meadows or other references, I'm talking about Vegas. So
Okay, glad we know. Disclaimer to the judges. Okay, all judges is not here. He done told our asses.
Look. And look, the fans are calling for the judges. Like I send a link to all the judges. Hey, are y'all gonna show up? Hey, the fans are saying they need some answers.
I'm here. I'm always here though. I mean, y'all don't have no smoke with me.
No, I think you and Eric have been here consistently. I think Tiffany's been here for the most part too. So
Yeah.
I don't know. It's just when it's getting down to the wire though, it would be nice to see everybody face and hear the feedback and talk about it. Especially in preparation for 3 poem round. You know,
yeah, most definitely.
I definitely agree. To it again, everybody is having lives, and we did commit to this. I appreciate everybody that is taking the time, but I agree. Only the fairness to y'all, and I have made that statement that it's only fair to y'all. If you can judge y'all, then y'all do need a right to talk to y'all inbox, however it may be. If y'all got some grievances or just questions, or need explanations. So I definitely agree. Hopefully we can get everybody up here Sunday. Or no, it's not Sunday. When we coming back? Sunday. Okay. So hopefully all the judges will be here Sunday. We're gonna hope for that and give you guys the opportunity. But for the most part, I mean, look, I'm excited. Yeah. To hell with it. Even with the comments that y'all have gotten, y'all have really tucked and grinted and bared and really took it in. So I'm proud of you guys for that. Because some of things have not necessarily been truly fair to me through this. But every judge has their opinion and their own outlook on it.
And that's the like it can be good and bad about it, but you know, each judge has their own perception. You know, so they're gonna score the way they see things and stuff like that. And then what keeps it like kind of like we don't know what to expect. Like
it definitely keeps
I know y'all right.
Definitely keeps it interesting. So
like, okay, so what they gonna be judging on this week? Like, okay, I see they got a different criteria this week. So
don't worry, like, I'll write a poem about it.
Look. See, there you go. Look at this point. I mean, I can't wait to see what come out of your mouth with this shit. Because every time we say something, you got something to say like a badass kid. You got to reply for everything.
But
I
Finn,
just
have you even started on your poems?
no, man. I kind of had an idea about something today, and so
You haven't even started, and you got a week left.
I told you
Don,
I'm
how
going.
you feel about hearing that though? Like he's so laxy daisy. How you feel about it? You already talking about I'm stressing out. Like
I told you I write in one day. Everything gets done in one day. I do my writing, I do my memorizing, I do my performing all in the same day. Everything's the same day.
Mm,
I do it all by myself. I do everything in one
hey,
day.
hey,
So
hey. Sound like a man that's comfortable in his craft.
mm.
That's it.
So, Don, how you feel about this 1 day prep he got?
Why
Did
you?
that make you nervous?
Look at she see why y'all
No.
keep coming back to me.
No, I think we're all capable of like doing a 1 day prep. It's just however you feel comfortable presenting your craft. So if if he's, I feel like what he's trying to say is he just go off of the feeling that he get that day. You know what I'm saying? And
Right.
that's his preparation. That's how he does it. For me, like my writing happens when my spirit feels it, like at whenever time I'm feeling side, if then my hand starts going, and then after that, but I need the day or two to prep my performance, because I want like Eric was saying, I do want voice inflection here, or I emphasize this here, or just a up here, so I need to actually rehearse my performance. I want it to be a certain way, and it's calculated. So it just depends on like how you want to present your craft.
So, question to all of y'all. I'm gonna start with exclusive. Okay, so you've been on the stage before, right? Exclusive. I didn't see you personally on the stage before.
That was my first time.
So my question is to you, like doing a live performance, what is your preparation? Or what is your mindset going up there? Do you prep during the day, or is it like, okay, when I'm on the stage, I'm on?
My theory is do it scared so you can remain humble. I feel like overstudying will make you overconfident. In some regards, if I get too much time to overthink, I will overthink myself right on out of it.
Right.
Yeah, I think that's just nervousness. I'm like that too.
Finn,
I'm
on
my own
you.
worst critic.
What you think? What is your preparation? Because I just seen clips of you on stage in front of lots of people. So what is your preparation?
I've been on stage. I've been in front of. I think the biggest crowd I had was like 400 or 500 people, something like that. I get horrible stage fright. So I get really bad stage fright, and so my thing is just to get up there and do it. I did a lot of music rapping when I was younger, and so that made it easier. But doing the spoken word without the beat, and it just all attention on you and how you say it and what you do, it's a whole different beast. So I mean, the best way for me to do it, man, is get up there and don't fall down. So
Right. Okay, the done. It's on you. Oh, 1 second.
Sorry, my mom was blending something. I had to tell her I'm about to. Okay, so for me, I've been performing since I was in college. So like, same with him. Like, I performed in front of auditoriums and things like that. No beat. It's not always. I have not always performed. Started actually. So I really I'm always nervous. So even when I have to rehearse, because I'm so nervous that when I get on stage, if I didn't rehearse it, I'm gonna forget or something. I'm gonna stumble over the words. So that's kind of what I meant about rehearsing. It's more so like so that I feel for my poem, because I'm gonna get nervous regardless. Like talking in front of people is nerve-wracking for me. So, but I mean, I'm always performing. I perform with a beat, without a beat. I just kind of, I guess I go with the flow, but I'm the rehearser. Like if I don't rehearse, I'm gonna forget something.
Right. So beautifully, Nana, I know you're not just a poet, but you've been in front of people speaking. How was your? I know you kind of prepped with that. So what was your preparation like on my birthday when you came?
Look. And this probably is the worst thing, yo, because I mean, a lot of people don't know I'm a mortician, so I deal with death. And I probably can deal with death so much more easier than I can deal with live things. So I'm far from being up in people. No, I'm very nervous. No, I'd be about to throw up. But I'm also one of those people too that was taught when it's time to cut it on, you cut it on. And some way, somehow, things seem to just come out. I mean, and to me, like, exclusive sometimes when you don't, it's the most genuine thing to come out of your mouth. And for a lot of people, for me, this is about the genuinest thing I can do. It's just say what I can say because I'm nervous. And if I rehearse it, it's still not going to come out the same. It's going to be whatever I spit out in the moment because I'm so nervous. I'm a naturally nervous person anyway. So anyhow, I'm shy.
But you know, like with me, when I go up, like if I know the poem, I'm pretty good. But if it's a poem that I'm kind of like,
you talking about the poetry? You talking about the poetry? I thought you were talking about your clown act. Cause you don't do no poetry for the competition, my guy.
You got to start this. We were doing so good. We were in a good path of life. I just knew how many minutes we in. Goddamn 36 minutes, and this nigga had to start.
Listen. When you hear me, he just ignored the trash, you know. So back to what I was saying, you know, when I get on the stage, you know, if I know it, I'm pretty good. But if I'm just trying to give a new poem that I'm kind of iffy on, I try to rehearse it, and so I can get in my memory. But my true practice is going up there and doing it live, because I can rehearse it like in the mirror or in the car, whatever. But it's different when you in front of people and you get that reaction. And sometimes, you know, you be looking for, I think I'm gonna get a reaction if I say this line, but if that line don't give you no reaction, you got to know how to, like, okay, let's go to the next one, because sometimes we anticipate, you know, crowd reaction. So, you know, and sometimes if you get it at the right time, it can give you the energy. If you get it at the wrong time, like, oh, I wasn't expecting that. Like, hold up, now I see that they like that. Now I gotta kind of cater my performance to this round, so I know, this line, whatever. So I know they can react to it. To give me some little time to, like, okay, let me slow down, let them, you know, react, whatever. Let me get back to it. So it's always like it's different when you in the midst of people and you just getting that flow from them.
I think, speaking of dealing with crowd stuff, and one of the best practice things that I did for practice with the spoken word was doing comedy clubs. So where you're getting heckled, people are talking to you while you're on stage, so you're taken out of your element. You're having to be funny, and then you can slip some of your spoken word in there too, and then kind of control the temperature of the room. You know what I'm saying? It was really good practice when I was doing the stand-up stuff to try to deal with the ins and outs. So
that's a different technique, though. That's kind of different.
That is.
Yeah.
That's kind of different. But see, that like heckling, like that's one thing that I had to learn. Like that used to mess me up so bad, because I wasn't used to crowd reacting. I wasn't used to, when I used to perform, they'd be silent. So when they start to react, I'm like, oh, okay, I ain't never seen nothing like this. Oh, y'all made me forget my next line. Like it'd be so crazy where they react, and I'm like, oh, I forgot. So I got to freestyle the end of it. So I did that a lot of times, and people like, man, you did good. I'm like, yeah, but I freestyled the last 2 or 3 lines. So, but
Bro,
it's different.
This first one time I did a poem. It was for my college, and we was doing it Apollo style, right? So like sometimes at the Apollo, you can boo people off the stage, right?
Right.
Talk that trash, and it's like, you know, this is our whole student body, like in the crowd. So it's like crazy. So it was like 3 poets that came up before me. All 3 got booed, right? They brought the trash man out. They said, yo, you gone. I'm like, man, hey, I can't do worse than that. But it's like the reaction to me. You know what I'm saying? It was just, that was the first time I feel reaction and feedback during a poem, and then going. And it's crazy because it's like they gave the crowd the go. Like, y'all can say boo, like you could talk your trash if they are trash. So it was just cool that I was getting feedback at that time, and that's what kind of got me, you know, into that mode.
That's what's up.
So exclusive. How do you handle the feedback when the people be going crazy, or they, try to, they just going crazy because they love the lines that you said, or they resonate with the line you said? How do you control that?
So far it's all new. I'm still in my virginity stages
Okay.
of open performance. Um, like Nana said, a lot of my energy that people absorb so much of is really nervous energy.
Mm,
I can have a conversation as long as it doesn't require a certain boxing. But once
mm,
you give me stipulations, now I'm thinking, oh, I don't want to hit these walls. So let
mm,
me stay confined. And that probably stumbles me the most. I
mm.
think for me, it's just um, I'm an artist and I'm sensitive about my
About my
shit.
shit. Is that all
Mm.
right?
Let's go.
So for me, it's like I want to hear the feedback, and at the same time, it would hurt my little feelings so much. And at the same time, it's like I would spin a block on you. Don't talk to me like that. So it's a ball of of a lot of different facets.
Yeah.
And like I said, right now, everybody's just now finding out that this is even something that I do. So sharing
Mm,
it with people so far has been really positive because they're like, number one, in shock. Like,
mm,
what? You do this? And number two, I've heard nothing but positivity. I think
mm,
the only thing that probably has gut punched me so far is last week because of the scores. I
mm.
literally have been sitting here thinking, would I have even made it to these three if the other young lady didn't drop out? Like, literally, that's what's been sitting on my face.
Mm.
Did her moving, and only by God's grace or whatever the situation, circumstance, he knew. And shout out to her and prayers to her, her family, her situation. But
Most
had
definitely.
she not stepped aside, would I even be here?
Mm,
And I felt like I put my all into that. You know what I mean? So it's not, it's, there is no, um, there is no solid rule. There is no rule of thumb. Anything can happen and will. So that made me feel really expendable. Like,
mm,
I can't even describe it. It's probably made me, and don't take this the wrong way, it probably has made me more discouraged and more nervous and more hesitant this week than I have been the entire time. I've literally almost talked myself out of even coming to this last round twice. And
mm,
since last week, just because I don't want to have that feeling twice.
mm.
Um, so yeah, I've gone through a whole roller coaster. So it should be good shit.
Look.
But with that being said, and I do have to definitely piggyback, I don't want you to look at it that way.
Mm-hmm.
Again, God does everything for a reason.
Mm,
Mm-hmm.
You are being pushed out of a comfort zone that you are not comfortable with, that you never
Mm-hmm.
thought you would be. You have wrote some of the best things that you never thought you were going to write within this competition. And like you just said with Teddy P, you are feeling different things and touching different people. So with that being said, that should have been your confirmation all within itself. Like,
Mm-hmm.
it's not because she dropped out and would you still be here. You had a plan anyway. This was already designed before we even knew about it. So
Mm-hmm.
this was your purpose. And with that being said, that should make you saying whatever I submit and put out here, whether it touches that person that didn't agree with it this week, it's
Mm-hmm.
still going to touch somebody else.
mhm,
Facts.
Because it didn't touch the judges totally like you thought, but it touched that man that you were trying to reach.
mhm.
So as my saying is beautifully you, be you always fully. And if they don't like it, F you. That's why my F and my U is that, because that's just the way it is.
Mm-hmm.
Regardless of that one person doesn't agree, because you're always going to have that one person that don't agree that you can't touch. But to hell with that person, because it's
Mm-hmm.
always might be two more that you will touch. So sometimes it's a win and lose type of thing. But with this thing, like, never in a million years should you be discouraged. That I'm so sorry you even felt that way, because you
Oh
shouldn't.
no. That's why I said don't take it. Don't
No,
take it to
I'm
the
just sorry
depth
you
of
even
what it
felt
is.
that
I'm
way,
just like,
because you shouldn't have. You shouldn't have, and you should definitely hold your head high and know that it was a purpose, and God has a purpose, and He's speaking through your word, whether you know it or not. So keep writing and keep. It's like a new age prophet to me.
absolutely.
You never know who you are speaking to or what your words are saying. Whether you're saying them out loud or putting them in a video, it's touching somebody. Promise you.
Mhm.
Because it's like Phineas, you said when we had the topic round, or what's the top of a freestyle round? I think it was the freestyle round. You said Exclusive had the best poem of that
Oh,
round.
that was the third round. That was the same one
Yeah.
that Teddy was talking about. I mean,
Yeah.
it was something. Like I said, it was something so familiar about it. It was just something like I know Eric said it gave like feels of like Jason Lyrics or Poetic Justice, like the
Yeah.
films and stuff like that. It did that, but then it also felt more familiar. It felt more like something from home. I mean, it was comforting, even though the topic was like discomforting and it was hard and like I've been through it and I understand, but it felt like it felt motherly. It felt nurturing. So I mean, it was my favorite of the round, easily. So.
See, there you go.
And it coming from Phineas, the champion of poetry.
There you go, Mrs.
Wow.
Your poem was the best poem that he feel like you should have had the
I
first.
did.
That first
I do want to clarify something. Okay, that's the one I liked the best. It wasn't technically the best poem necessarily, but it's the one that resonated with me. It's the one I personally.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? It's just like I think in the second written round, Dawn had the best, in my opinion. She had the best one out of everybody else, and that's the one that stood out. I don't think either of them won on those rounds. They flip flopped.
Right.
The judges flip flopped them, but I mean, those were the ones that I liked the best. You know, but
Damn it.
I mean, but technically speaking, I think I won 3 out of 4 rounds. Technically speaking.
You did, my boy.
But I'll say there's one round that I would say Exclusive probably won that third round, even over what I did. So, but I think the other 3 rounds, technically speaking, I think I had it. So
y'all. So definitely, y'all, this is not going to be the end of this at all with Poetry Life. So it's room for you to get that great criticism and that great love. Sort of God. So that one negative is nothing with all the love you have surrounding you. So we're gonna throw that out.
And it's not a negative, by the way. Exclusive. It's called growth. You don't grow if you're standing still. You know what I'm saying? If you're staying in place and you don't get the rain with the sunshine, you don't grow. So every encumbrance, every obstacle is just something to go above and beyond. So it's actually a blessing in disguise, even though it doesn't always feel like it.
It is.
I have probably had the most fun. The most fun I've had was with Nikki and Don and Finn and Eric in that freestyling that we literally did for hours. That's probably been the most fun out of all of this.
I wish we could do that, like the piggyback kind of thing, man. That was so fire.
We definitely need to throw on an event.
Yeah.
We do have a couple events that we're definitely trying to put together, so we can have some interaction with each other. Because it's a family unit. Poetry Life is always meant to be a family unit for everybody to grow. And that being said, I definitely feel like as a family, we should get together outside of this poetry thing and really feel out who is each other, learn each other. By learning each other outside of this, I feel like it ultimately help each other grow as well too. Because who knows you best than your family some days or your friends. So it's people that you're in the trenches with, you ride with, you call, you check on, and you grow with. So y'all, I'm excited to see, what we're gonna do after this because Poetry Life team is awesome. I'm gonna say that it's a bunch of awesome group of people, and y'all potential is amazing.
So I know we ain't going to the 5th round, but we have new viewers, watching every time we're going back to watch the video. So I want y'all to give a little information to the members out here that's viewing y'all. Exclusive. We're gonna start with you. Tell them a little bit about yourself, why you got into poetry and who you are. Let them inside a little bit.
Lord Jesus. Okay, so I always say my testimony is just as simple. I've been from the gutter trying to get to the gate. Originally from the DMV, 44 years old. I've been everywhere from homeless, helpless to grinding and shining. And writing for me is therapy. It's my therapy, it's ministry, it's what I want to give, like you said, to somebody else to kind of help them maybe avoid some things or just to have a voice that I felt like I was missing in certain situations, to bridge gaps, to do all of that. Um, so this is new for me as far as introducing myself to the world, but I know once I'm out here, I won't be going back. So welcome,
Mm.
welcome, welcome.
Okay, okay. That's exclusive Phineas. It's on you.
Man, I'm just finna human, man. I've been through a bit, and I mean, writing has just always been something I love to do. I saw some people when I was young that I liked, especially rappers and stuff like that I looked up to and what they could do with words, and I'm like, I can do that better, and so I started trying to do it.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. The done. It's on you.
What's up, y'all? So I am the Dawn. I basically, hey, I'm just writing for me is my safe place. It's like where I can be the most creative. I can be exactly who I want to be in that moment, whatever that may be in my imagination. Um, always been that fun outlet that just keeps me alive. Getting to a point where now I'm not just writing for myself. That's what this competition taught me. Not to write for myself, write for people so they can relate and I can inspire. That's what I learned from Teddy P. So literally, that's where I'm going at with my writing now, and I just want to keep it fun. That's my safe haven in a way, and I want to be a great performer too. So I just want to bring that feeling, kind of like Exclusive is doing. I want to bring that feeling, and yeah, just keep it fun, man.
Mm-hmm. So, it's on me.
No,
Well, y'all know I like to talk my ish, but I'm TK the poet. You already know it, so you ain't got to quote it if I spoke it. You already know what that means. Y'all wrote it. So, poetry was a lifesaver.
Hmm.
It was. I found it in a time where I was in a dark place. I couldn't just talk to people, and because I really thought people would understand, my life and where I was coming from. So I started writing. I started writing everything down. It started with music. Um, Used to write rhymes. I have like buku songs that I've done before. But then someone told me, "Have you ever did poetry?" I'm like, "Poetry? Oh, that weak stuff. I ain't doing that. I'm gangster. You know what I'm saying? I'm gangster. I ain't doing no poetry. Poetry, I'm like, nah." But he said, "Man, go ahead and give it a try." And I'm like, "All right, I try to throw something together." So I did like a little church poem. He asked me to do something about church. And I'm like, man, I don't think church people are really gonna like this because I'm talking spicy in it. So but I got up there, did it at a church program, and they loved it. I was surprised. I'm like, ooh, okay. I guess some real people out there. So, but then I felt like, but
my mic ain't even know. Yeah, he got me over here. Like my mic really worked.
baby, your mic do work.
That mic don't work. Never mind. Sorry.
Yeah, it works.
Oh, my bad.
Yeah,
Hey, you
you just up here blowing into the mic. Yeah.
My bad. I can't hear me. Sorry.
I'm looking like, what is she doing?
Right. Sorry, guys. I'm so sorry.
I'm just over there just smacking. Just
I can't hear it. So sorry.
Oh, look,
Yeah,
I lost my train of
I got my
thought.
blonde hair on today, so apparently I'm having a moment. I'm so sorry. Y'all, I didn't really mean it. I swear. I should stop smoking and drinking. Jesus.
Is she gonna take
Or
a sip?
not.
Well, look, hell, I'm already in it. I might as well finish.
Damage already done.
Exactly. I got look. I got hot.
Too late.
My bad. I'm so
just
sorry.
bring somebody with you, then you can open up how many times you come into the rotation.
Okay.
I volunteer as your
Okay, we're gonna have to do that.
Most definitely, but like I said, my poetry it saved my life because that became my outlet of writing. Then it's just I just fell in love with it, and I feel like everybody have a superpower, and I feel like sometimes my writing is my superpower. And like just like anybody else, whatever you do best, if you feel like that's your strongest suit, that is your superpower. Just like Stephen Curry, one of the greatest shooters of in NBA history. That is a superpower because everybody can't shoot like Stephen Curry. So he's just a one of a kind. So we all have our superpower. My beautiful wife, she's like her superpower is extended. She got so many superpowers. I don't know.
That's not true.
What? Look,
I
look. Let me flex on her one time, baby. I got you. Let me flex on. Look, she do hair. And look, she's a beast at doing it. Hey, if y'all want your hair done, never mind. Don't
I
do
don't.
it. Now,
I don't do hair anymore, guys.
But she can do hair, makeup. What? Talk to her nice. Y'all see her. Y'all see her on a regular basis.
So, guys, I probably
hold on. Look, I'm not finished. Hold up. She got more attributes. She can cook.
I was a single mama, y'all.
She can cook vegan food, vegetarian food. Like she does it all. Look, I didn't think I can gain by like 10 more pounds. I've been trying to lose weight, but she keep cooking. Every day she want to cook. I'm like, look, cook every other day because I can't even got time to eat my leftovers and stuff.
You can't blame the chef for you eating the food, man.
And he goes in, y'all. But I mean, look, I was raised by grandmama, and that's what they did back in the day. They showed they love by cooking and by dealing with family. So I'm a very family oriented person. As he says, I probably am a jack of all trades, but guys, I'm a mama. At the time I do what I do. So look, paramedic, bartender, mortician, beautician, makeup artist, you name it, I have had to do it, tried it, and I'm, screw it.
Business degree.
I get bored easily too, though. I'm gonna say that too. I get bored.
Call out those degrees you have.
Well,
she is Shimothy.
Cosmetology. I'm a mortician. I have a business degree from OU. Y'all got bored. Yeah, I mean, I had a great family. I got to be a professional student for a little bit. I'm gonna say because they probably thought I never was gonna stop going to school. But it all works for you one way or the other in life. I'm not a poet, but I do try to show my love in other ways behind the scenes. Like I said, hair, makeup, business, and everything in between. So I'm definitely, if anybody needs anybody, I'm definitely encouragement. Build some things. Me and Don got some things in the play. We're gonna try to put out here. So I'm very excited about that. Also excited to finally, I know my husband's been launching it, but to finally broadcast Beautifully Us podcast that we have coming out. We are going to start advertising. Our first guest that is coming up on a platform will be the Don and Nikki Royale. April the 5th. Y'all have to tune in. I'm excited to interview these two women and just get their point of view from being women poets, just women in general, life, and a couple other things they got going in adventures. Credible women outside of this poetry life thing, and I'm excited to interview them and what's coming next for Beautifully Us, just in general.
Okay. I told you, she is Shimothy.
You excited?
I'm so excited for that. I'm not gonna lie. I'm so ready. April 5th, y'all.
April 5th, man. Put your fifths up.
For sure.
Look.
So,
yeah.
Definitely.
So, you want to say anything, baby?
No.
But
I
was gonna say something to the Phineas. We doing our 1v1s. We're gonna start that in July, right? July. We haven't came up with a official date in July, but it's gonna be in July. And since we have our little indifferences, I want to call out being the human on our 1v1s.
I am indifferent to your call out, man. I told you I'm not going against you until you go through a competition, man. You got to go through a competition to see me. So I'm gonna.
He did go through a competition.
I'll do 1v1 with anybody else, but you and me are not going head up until you go through a full competition. You have not proven yourself. You have not even tested the water.
Oh Lord, the smoke.
You are an amateur poet.
Exclusive. If you would like to come up April 5th as well, it will be you are open invitation if you would like to come on that Poets platform.
Take you to the competition.
Anytime.
We're just gonna keep
Great.
it cool.
He said I'm an amateur.
Ooh wee.
Y'all go back and forth every goddamn other day. So it's y'all too. I'm just ready for y'all to get in the ring and just go ahead and knock it on out. Just go ahead and spit it on out.
And see, my thing is, he said he don't want to face me until I go through a tournament. I just think you're scared at this point. I just think you.
He were in a competition though.
No, he's telling me that I have to go through a competition.
You were in one. It didn't end well. He was a little salty, but
Yeah,
he was in one.
Okay. Well, I ain't never seen the evidence of it. But
Oh, he was there. It's a video, and he didn't really like it, y'all. He won against a holy lady. I mean, you really can't. How you gonna tell this woman that she can't win and she used God through the whole poem? Like that's an automatic win.
Yeah, hey, hold on. Let me talk about that real quick.
You cannot win with Jesus.
So I went to this poetry
Oh
slam.
Lord, I shouldn't open this up.
You know, I had to talk about it because I was fire, and they knew I was fire. My last round was my life, not yours.
Y'all, he couldn't cuss.
And
He
it
can't
was
cuss
fire.
every other word.
And my thing is, this lady, she came up, she talked about Jesus.
God is good though.
She spit
Shout out
Bible.
to Jesus.
God is
she
good.
spit out. Look,
Exclusive ain't
shout
nothing.
out to
We ain't no good.
But she shout out Bible verses.
Jesus is an on-time God.
She shout out Bible
Somewhere.
verses. Then look, they gave me second place. They gave her first. I guess Jesus was on the main
Jesus
line
won.
for her. So, but everybody was giving like, "Oh, your poem was so awesome." They didn't say 2 words to her, and I'm like, "Oh, the person that won first place, y'all would say nothing to." But all the praise go to me, like, "Oh, you so real and transparent. Oh, I love that poem."
They were just trying to get you to come back to the church to save your sad soul, man. That's all. That's all I was
Look, that
saying.
was a good one. But they
It ain't
knew.
no holy water fear.
They knew that I was him. But but it's all right. I understand that was their house poet, and I was a newbie coming in, and I was spitting two even the poet, like, oh man, they robbed
I keep
you.
telling them Jesus
They
is
said,
gonna
oh, they
always
robbed
win.
you.
Jesus is gonna always win, baby. Sorry. That was my default.
TK,
God is gonna always win that fight.
TK, I ain't gonna lie though. I was in a little poetry jam at a church once. I ain't know it was at a church or it was a church event. So they asked me to come on there. Why they ask the atheists to come to church and do poetry, man? Because that's what
Why
I talk.
not?
Look, man, they was trying to save your soul too.
Yeah,
They were trying to get that Paul about you.
no, they got it. They got all the reasons why. That's what they got.
Oh Lord, I
So
could imagine.
what was their response?
I don't think they understood it. So
They still
think-
clap.
I think it went over the head because they were like saying like praise Jesus when I'm talking about like I don't believe in Jesus, and they're like praise Jesus, and I'm like I don't think y'all caught that part.
Because they
I
was
don't
trying
think
to
y'all got
rebuke
that.
you.
Yeah, that's what it was. Yeah, they were
That's what they were.
rebuking
They
me.
was trying to rebuke you. If they said the opposite of what you were saying, maybe it'll overtake it. I think that's how that works. I'm a PK kid, so I think that's what they was trying.
You had the old lady in the
You gotta
back.
pray it out of
No,
you.
They
you
were trying
didn't
to patch
say
the
that.
walls back up.
That's what
like,
they was
oh,
trying to do.
geez.
Pray it out of it. Hey man, look,
But-
in the church of God, you come as you are. They accept you, but they gonna pray for you.
Most definitely.
Are.
But
Bring
how
here,
excited
so
y'all
here, we
for
gonna
the last round. We are here 1 week away.
All right, so
you will be the champion.
since the Dawn and exclusive got theirs done already, let's go ahead and hear some sneak peeks.
No, that is so cheating.
Stop
That
it.
is so cheating.
No, stop it. I'm trying to cheat.
I know that's so cheating.
That's the white. You're supposed to be
That's a
impartial.
good-
You're supposed to be impartial.
I'm sorry. Well,
Yeah.
can we hear a line? How about a line? How about a word? Give me a word of it. I'm gonna help you. You didn't say how much of it.
The.
What we about-
I'm beginning. There you go.
The.
No, I mean
Mm.
like old stuff, or are we trying? What we about to do for this next round?
Oh,
What
Paul
you trying to
Don.
do?
I'm not. I don't know. I
You
feel
wanna
like
hear that
you
new?
go.
You go
I
first.
gave him the word the and
Too
the. If you want me to go beyond that,
Okay,
I can be
now I have
overachieved.
a challenge for you. Since you have one to remix, I want you to do a whole poem without having the word "the" in it.
Ooh.
Okay.
This what?
Not
Is
for
that
this
Ooh.
competition, but I'll give you
She's
one.
like, not this one. Okay. Okay, little friendly fire for the week.
I
See
got
what
you. I'm gonna
y'all
post
see
it
what
right
y'all
to
throw
your
in a
page.
group. Okay.
you're gonna post it on your page?
I'm gonna post it to you.
Right.
You want me to post it to your group and tag you, or post it to your page?
Either or. I look
How
forward to
fast
seeing
you
it.
want
How
it?
about we post it to the page? That way everybody can be nosy. I like
Bet.
to be a little inconspicuous and put my eyes up on the comments.
I got you. When you want it.
Whenever you do it, I ain't time rush or pressuring nobody. It's just when
Oh,
you do
look,
it.
tag all of us in it.
Yeah.
I want to see it.
Yeah, tag us on.
Y'all,
Okay.
this is it. Look, I done got hot. It's time for me to go put my wig up. So
Okay.
look,
'Cause
it's time. It's time.
Bonnet.
There you go. It's time to go ahead and put it in up in and get ready to go to bed. I'm old. It's my bedtime. My alcohol apparently is kicked in. No, I'm playing.
Mm-mm.
But I love you guys, and y'all have a wonderful night.
And y'all already know what it is. It's TK the Poet. You already know, so you ain't got to quote it. And if I spoke it, you already know what that means. Y'all wrote it. Yeah, we out.
Peace.
Appreciate y'all, man.
Bye, guys.